Hey everyone, Emily with Simple Booth here. I'm going to walk you through the Simple Booth web dashboard for the Select software plan. So upon logging in through our website, you will see this landing page. So you'll see any recently uploaded photos, any recently updated galleries, and you'll get some quick totals over here. Here you'll see your username. So if you click on that, this drop down will appear. Here you can manage your account by clicking this link. You also have some quick links to licenses, billing, integrations, and managing PII. You also have the option to sign out here. If I click on Manage Account, it takes me to my account details page. This is where you can update your name. If you ever need to update your email address, please let us know, as we'll take care of that for you. You can update your company, country, time zone, sign up to receive product emails, or change your password. Here you can customize your public profile. So your public profile allows you to display any public galleries with 15 photos or more. So here you can add a cover image, you can choose an avatar or upload a logo, update your username, your display name, description, industry, website, and add an action button. If you don't intend to have any public galleries, or if you simply don't want to use this feature, you can disable your profile here. You can click View Profile for a preview of what it will look like. And here you'll find a Promote button where you can copy HTML code to embed a button to view all of your public galleries onto your website. And if you click Edit, it will take you right back to the previous page. Lastly, we have the billing section. This confirms the plan that you are on and when that expires. You also have a link to Virtual Booth credits. Virtual Booth is a feature that allows you to share a virtual photo booth experience via a link or a QR code so that people can take branded selfies on their own device. This operates on a credit system outside of the Halo app, and you can find how many credits you'll need for an event in our Help Center and our credit estimate tool. So you have a set amount of credits already in your account, and then you can purchase block credits here that roll over for 12 months. Under payment methods, you can add or switch up the card that you have on file. And for invoices, if you subscribe through our website, then your invoices will show up here where you are able to download those as a PDF. All right, so that's everything in the account management section. I'm going to hop back over to the dashboard here. So next we will cover presets, galleries, analytics, and then custom props. If I click on presets, it takes me to my general presets page where you'll see that you have three different sections here: all, active, and then archived. Any active presets are what will show up whenever you launch the Halo app on the iPad for you to choose from so that people can start taking photos. So over here, you have an actions dropdown where you can copy or archive a preset. So typically after an event has passed, most people will archive the preset so that it moves over here, and then it's not a part of the selection whenever you're launching the app on the iPad. Copying a preset is also an extremely handy feature as well, especially if you find that you'll have a lot of similarities between the events that you're having. So let's create a new preset. So the preset name is not publicly visible. So typically it will be your event/venue name. This is what you'll be choosing from whenever you launch the app on the iPad. So again, it's whatever makes the most sense for you. After you name your preset, you will choose your capture type. So if you're using the app on the iPad, you're going to go with physical. If you are creating a virtual photo booth experience where you're not using an iPad at all, then you'll go with virtual. So now it's going to have me create the gallery and also link the preset to the gallery as well. So since I don't have any other galleries within my account, it's just giving me the option to create a new one. Once I do have other galleries in my account, I'll be able to copy a gallery or use an existing gallery as well. So the gallery name is publicly visible. Folks will be able to see this whenever they are viewing their photos from the event or from your venue. It will also be embedded on Facebook and Twitter posts, along with any hashtags that you include here. After you set that up, you can choose the text color for your gallery name, as well as the background color for the gallery itself. Here you can upload a header image that will show up above the gallery name, and a repeating ad that would be dispersed amongst the photos in the gallery. Sizing suggestions for both of these are included in our design guide, which can be found in our help center. So then that brings us right to the privacy levels for your galleries. So with a public gallery, anyone can see the gallery and it may be listed on public pages. Participants will also be prompted to opt in or out of posting their picture publicly. With unlisted, the gallery is not listed on public pages and only people with a link to the gallery can view it. Participants will still be prompted to opt in or out of posting their picture publicly. With private, only the owner of the gallery can view it when signed in, so all uploads are automatically marked as private. Unlisted is probably the most popular option because it still gives people a little bit more privacy, but it will allow you to share that gallery more easily via a link rather than with private, where you might have to download those files. So after you set up your privacy level, then here you can turn off showing the Simple Booth logo and then hit create. So once you hit create, it's going to throw you right back into the preset settings so that you can finish customizing the user experience at the booth and what the photos will look like. So the first option I have in my preset settings is to turn on touchless. This is a feature that we introduced during COVID, but it's still available now. So it would allow participants to use hand gestures to control the photo booth. There are quite a few features that are unavailable when you're using touchless, so some things to keep in mind if you're thinking about turning that on. So I'm going to scroll down. You'll notice on the side here, all of the sections are listed out, so you can jump around to those different sections. Okay, so then we get into the appearance section with the first section being photo design. So at the bottom here, our design guide is linked for easy access. So this will provide the sizing recommendations. I referenced this earlier with some of the gallery design options. But as you scroll down, you'll see information on logos, overlays and margins, backgrounds, green screen, props, stickers, and more. You'll also notice in this section that there are recommended sizes listed underneath the areas where you can upload graphics. So as you choose your settings, based on your selection, those are going to change to help guide you to upload the correct size graphics. So the first thing you get to choose here is your image type. So we have motion and layout. We've got live GIF, rebound, video, single, 2x2, 1 and 2, and then photo strips. With live GIF, rebound, and single, you can allow participants to choose between those 4 options. Those are the only 4 options available for the choose layout feature right now. So if you choose outside of those 4, you'll notice that feature disappears. You can also, of course, turn this off. So if you just want people to take one photo, keep it simple, you can do that too. So here you can choose the crop for your photos. So you can do no crop, square crop, and then a circle crop. Right now, the preview area is in portrait. You can switch it to landscape to see what that might look like. To take photos in landscape, you would just need to physically turn the iPad. So after you decide on your crop, then you can switch up your default filter. It will default to Electra, but you can choose from any one of these options here. That will be applied to all of the photos taken. With margins, you can add some padding around the photo. And with corners, you can round off the corners of your margins. With frame rotation, this would allow people to be standing normally as they would when taking a photo. However, the software would turn the photo on its side. depending on which rotation you've chosen. We've seen people use this in a lot of creative ways, like to show people floating in some way, whether it's in space or a slam dunk competition. So a lot of options there. With logo, you can upload a graphic to be inserted around the photo. So right now the logo position is at the bottom of the photo. You can switch it to the middle, side, or top. An overlay would be inserted on top of the photo. So you would want to make sure that you removed the background that you needed to and downloaded it as a transparent file. You do have the option to show the overlay during capture. This can be helpful depending on your design to ensure that people are posing accordingly. With margin background, you can upload a graphic to fill in those margins if you end up using them. Or if you'd prefer to go with a solid color, you can fill in the margins that way too. If you click on your preview, it'll show up in a larger format. And you can also save the preview picture if you want to use that to build your design in Canva or Adobe or whatever you might be using. All right, so keep moving right along. Here you can choose the start screen colors. And you can also choose the booth color scheme, so light or dark. With start screen images, you can upload a custom start screen, and then that would replace the standard one that would show up in whatever colors you've chosen here. So this is a great way to include some of your own branding. We do encourage you to use a call to action, especially in a self-service setup, so that people know they need to tap the screen to start. You can also use MP4s here. So it's another great way to get people's attention and draw them to the booth. If you have the iPad in landscape orientation, you would want to make sure you upload your graphic here. So with camera and countdown, it will default to these settings. So the front-facing camera of the iPad showing the get ready prompt on the screen. Countdown seconds will appear on the screen, and then you can set up a delay. So you can adjust those as needed based on your setup. Chroma key is what you would turn on if you had a physical green screen set up behind photo booth participants and you wanted to do background replacement. So it will have you upload at least one background. You will want to pay attention to the recommended sizes listed here. Right now, you can choose from a green or blue key color, and we are in the process of working on a magic backgrounds feature as well. That would eliminate the use of a physical green screen. More information here if you want to learn about how to set one of those up. With photo editing, these are tools that you can turn on where participants can edit their own photos. I will say if there are going to be a lot of people at your event, maybe a lot of people in line waiting to take photos, you might consider doing just like a couple of tools or none at all. It really depends on your event, but I always like to throw that out there because it does increase the time spent at the booth. So the available tools include changing up the margin color, drawing on the photo, applying a different crop, adding digital props using facial detection, shuffling around the order of photos when multiple are taken, applying a different filter, changing up the GIF speed, or applying stickers. The difference between stickers and props is that with props, we are using facial detection, so they are somewhat limited to the face area. With stickers, those graphics can be stuck anywhere on the photo. And if you want to turn one on, you just drag and drop it over here. With props, we do have quite a few packs available for you to choose from. You can also, with this plan, create your own custom pack and props. So you can brand that part of the experience as well, which can be very cool. With stickers, you could upload your graphics here. For sizing on custom digital props and stickers, you would again want to refer to our design guide. With drawing, you can edit the colors available here. And then once you get through the photo editing section, you get to the marketing section with the first feature being data capture. So if you want to capture people's information as they use the booth, you'll want to turn data capture on in your preset. So after you turn it on, then you can update the data capture form. You can add some more information here. This info section is typically used as like a disclaimer section, and then you can choose what you want to capture. With custom fields, you can add a custom text, custom checkbox, or a custom required checkbox. These can come in handy with specific marketing goals you have, or if you need people to agree to a specific terms of service that you have. We also offer legal terms with this plan, so you can turn on terms of service and privacy policy, and then you'll want to paste the language that you want people to read in these boxes. And then these links are going to show up so that people can click on them, and then a box will appear with whatever you've pasted. It does show up as plain text, so you could include a link, but people won't be able to click on that, as that would take them outside of the app. We currently offer a MailChimp integration where all information that you've captured with data capture would flow into your MailChimp account automatically. We are working on an open API feature that will allow for other integrations as well. Until that is ready, you can also download your data capture leads to a CSV file from your analytics page. So you do have that option, of course. So the next feature that we have here is AgeGate. So you can turn this on to where it shows up at the beginning of the experience before people are able to take photos. So then they can enter in their birth date, and if they don't meet the minimum age, they wouldn't be able to take a photo. These are all of the different send options that people have available to them that you can set up. So you can set it up to where people can receive their photos via email, text message, QR code. Picture message is designed specifically for Instagram, and you can set up a print button, and we have an auto print feature as well. Once you turn that print button on, you can click Go to Panel here, and it will take you to the print design section to where you can format your prints, and you get a preview of that here. We have a ton of information about printing in our Help Center that you can check out. With the email, you can fully customize the messaging people receive. You can go so far as to customize the from email address. We have specific instructions on that in our Help Center. It might take some setup with your IT team to make that happen. You can also update the subject line and the body of the email. You can go so far as to include HTML in here as well. And you can include share icons so that then people can share directly from the email. With text message, you can fully customize that as well. There's still 81 characters left here. And then with picture message, so this option would send people an Instagram ready file that they could download and then post to that platform. Instagram is a protected platform, so they don't allow other apps to post directly to theirs, which is one of the reasons why we have this available. So here you can add in some hashtags. If you don't end up turning on picture message as a send option, people will still have the ability to share to Instagram. So for example, if they sent their photo to themselves via text, and then they received the link to their photo in the online gallery, once they go to their photo, they'll have the Instagram share option there. So all of the photos will be stored within your Simple Booth account in your online galleries, which we host for you. You can take an unlimited number of photos. You do have some additional save options here as well. So you can save to Dropbox, or you can save to the camera roll. You'll want to pay attention to these messages here. With Dropbox, it must be logged in on the device. And when you're saving to the camera roll, you will want to make sure that you are clearing that off as quickly as possible, because it will fill up that storage space on your iPad. Okay, that is everything in the preset settings. So now we're going to head on over to galleries and then cover those settings. So the general galleries page is set up the same exact way as the presets page. You have all, active, and then archive. You have the same actions dropdown available with copy, archive, view, and delete. And you also have additional settings for your galleries here where you can set up the default gallery privacy settings. So if you know for sure that you want all of your galleries to be unlisted rather than public, you can go ahead and update that here. So if I click on the gallery that I created earlier, it takes me into that gallery's settings. As people start taking photos, they will show up here. Then you get into the basic settings of your gallery where you can modify the title. You can add a short description for the page meta tag. So this would show up when the gallery is being shared on social media, for example. You can add, modify, remove any hashtags. We do have a moderation feature that allows you to moderate photos before they're uploaded into the online gallery. This would require a human to approve those photos, so something to keep in mind, but can be a helpful feature. Here you can update the privacy level of your gallery as well, and we do offer a fine print option here. So this would show up whenever people are viewing their photos or the gallery itself. So you can use this for privacy. You can also use it for like fun messages or for like safety messages, like please drink responsibly, something along those lines. Lots of ways to be creative. Here you can change up the theme of your gallery. And then here are those images that I uploaded earlier. So now you can insert hyperlinks. You paste that here and then here. So you can, of course, use two different websites. I'm just using this as an example. You can turn on or off showing ads for your public profile as well. So that would take people to your profile, which would be displaying any public galleries with 15 photos or more. These are all of the different sharing methods that people have available to them after they receive their photos from the booth. So they can share directly to Facebook, directly to Twitter, copy a link to their photo, send themselves an Instagram-ready file, or download their photo directly. If they choose that Instagram share option, then they would receive an email with this messaging. So you can fully customize all of this as well, and you can add in any of those hashtags you want to make sure people are using there. With Live Feed, this feature allows you to project photos in real time as they're being taken. So this is a really fun way to engage people at events, and you can brand this experience as well. So you could open this link up on the browser of a smart TV or on a computer connected to some type of screen or projector. And then as people take photos, they would show up in this feed. And then you have lots of other options for customizations as well. Okay, that is everything in the gallery settings. One other thing that's not showing up right now because there aren't any photos in the gallery is under actions. So once there are photos, you'll also have the option to export media in case you wanted to download copies of all of the photos in your gallery. So we can actually view the gallery from here. So this is what it looks like currently. You've got your header image here with a hyperlink, your gallery name. Here's that fine print showing up. This is a link to your public profile. If you were to click play, that would start a live feed. If you click promote, you can promote a single gallery here. You also have the option to promote your public profile that same way. So you could share all of those public galleries. And then if I were to click edit, it would take me back into the gallery settings. All right, so we've covered everything there. So now we're going to hop over to analytics. So analytics is where you can come after a specific event has passed or just every so often to find out how many people have taken photos, where they're sharing them, and to download any data capture leads. So you can filter your metrics by gallery, device, or by date. We have a glossary that breaks down every section of this page here and a download to PDF function. You get a quick overview here, so total participants, total photos, and total views. You can find session information here, so it will show participants versus uploads anytime a preset is launched and people are taking photos. Here you'll find more information on sharing, and your share button clicks will be broken down by the different sharing methods. You'll get more information on social here. You'll get some information on age and gender. Your data capture leads will show up here, and this is where you can download those to a CSV file. And then you'll get location information here, and your most viewed photos will show up here. All right, that page is pretty straightforward. So lastly, we'll cover custom props. So this is where you can come to create your own props packs. So USB pack. And then you can come in and upload a file. It will need to be a PNG or PDF format, and you'll want to make sure that they have a transparent background. So I will use this as an example. So once I upload that file and click on it and then hit next, then I can name the prop. So I'll do SB prop and select the type. So chin, eyes, top of head, or mustache. And then once I do that, I can come in here and I can place it and size it. So there are a lot of different ways that you could be creative here. It's yet another fun way to brand a part of the experience. Okay. Well, that was the last section of the web dashboard. So I'm going to jump back over to the landing page here. One last thing that I wanted to show you is that you do have all of these links available to you down here as well. So you have an option to email support. There's a support phone number listed, and we do have a link to our help center as well. So the help center is great. It has a ton of information in here. For example, if you wanted to learn more about live feed, you could type that feature in and it would bring up all of the most relevant articles. So it's a great resource, and we are always adding more here. All right, so that's it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And if there's anything else that we can help with, please let us know.